Good morning, Octopus class. I hope you're looking forward to a lovely week of learning. In English, we are going to start looking at the book Billionaire Boy by David Walliams. So today we are going to do a bit of a book talk about this new novel. So, looking at the front cover, today we are going to do some prediction. What predictions can we make? So the title is Billionaire Boy. So would that tell us anything about a character there might be? About anything about that character? What plot might happen? Having a look at the pictures, what might happen in this story? The author. So the name of the author was at the top of the page. Some of you may have heard of this author before, or I believe that you did one of this author's books with Miss French last year. So what do you know about the author and his style of writing? What genre of writing does he write? What time is the story set? Is it set in the past or the present? Where is the setting for this story? And at the top it says this hilarious children's novel. So what could we say about this book already? What could we predict? And there's a quote from the Telegraph, which is a newspaper, that says a triumphant mix of wit and warmth. So I want you to make some predictions about the front cover. When you have done that in your book, there is a video link which I will send on an email and also put on the website as well, which I would like you to watch from about 3 minutes and 15 seconds, just to see David Walliams being interviewed about his style of writing. You haven't got to watch it all because it's a very long video, but just to get an idea of what sort of person he is. And again, what sort of genre do you expect his books to be? So all of these ideas, these predictions that you come up with, write in your book under today's learning. When you have done that, we are going to move on to the blurb. So, the blurb says, meet Joe Spud, the richest 12-year-old in the world. Joe has everything he could ever want. His own Formula One racing car, 1,000 pairs of trainers, even an orangutan for a butler. Yes, Joe has everything he wants, but there's just one thing. He really needs a friend. So, after reading the blurb, can we predict anything more about the text? Could we extend our ideas on what characters we might have or what might happen in the story? So I would like you to write a few sentences using this structure which you have seen before. So I predict that the main character will be called Joe Spud because on the blurb it mentions his name. Okay, another prediction you might say, I predict that Joe Spud has lots of money because, I know it mentions it in the blurb anyway, but because the title is Billionaire Boy. And we could go even further and say, and there is lots of money on the front cover. Okay, so I have made 2 predictions there. I'd like you to continue to think of a few more ideas to share. And then finally today, I want you to create 3 freeze frames to show your prediction of the plot of Billionaire Boy. So what do you think is going to happen? So choose 3 things that you think may happen and think about how you can show them through a freeze frame activity. You might want to get your mums and dads involved or your brothers and sisters. I'd love you to take some photos of your freeze framing. If you have a printer, feel free to stick them in your book, but otherwise you could email them to me at octopus@watersideprimary.org.uk. Think about what characters you might need, what they are doing in the scene, what facial expressions they are using to show their emotions, what their body language is going to look like. Okay, so today is a book talk lesson predicting and showing what you think might happen from looking at the front cover.